I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I want to speak on some things about women's that as men think that all women are gold diggers. It's a lot of women out here is not gold diggers. It's a lot of women out here that want to build with a man. Every woman ain't out here to take from a man. It's a lot of women out here just want to grow and build with a man. Now, let me give y'all a story about the things that I used to experience when I was in my 30s and stuff like that. Now, I was living around the area of, I used to live around on Central. I used to live on Central. And back then, it's a lot of restaurants around there on Central where I used to stay at. And I always sing, like a lot of mans and all that. And it was, I had my picks on certain mans that I liked it. And I didn't date a lot of mans because that's not me. I never was that type of woman that date a lot of niggas. That wasn't me. Because I had my pick of certain mans that I like. And I had got approached from a lot of mans. And it was mans that had money too. That I had approached me. It was mans that owned their own business. Like they had their own restaurants. They had their own liquor stores. They owned a lot. And I wasn't looking for no made man at the time. I wasn't looking for none of that. I was looking for a man that I can build with. So I had got approached from a lot of men that had money, but they just wasn't for me. They wasn't my type. Because I had got approached with it, but it just wasn't my type. I was looking for somebody that I can grow and build with, start from scratch. So when you got somebody and you both, struggling together and you come up together because you both want to work together and you want to build and make something. And when you grow together and you both, doing it together, you come in with a lot because you doing it together. You're growing together. So that's what I wanted, to start out, with somebody that I love, want to be with just for, for them, not for what they got, for them, the character of they self. That's what I was going for, and I'm still the same way. I'm not looking for a man that got it all, no. It don't matter if a person is struggling or whatever. If you're struggling and, you done went through some things in your life, because everybody go through things in their life, they do. But the point is what I'm saying that I don't look for nobody that already got it all, because when you got somebody that got it all, they can always decide to walk away, this is my stuff. I built this on my own. I brought this up on my own and you just came on in the picture and I just, asked you to just join on into it, So when you building together, nobody can say, this is mine, this is yours, this is mine. It's both of y'all together because you build it together. And when you are building with somebody, you should build with somebody that loves you for you and you love them for them, and nobody ain't thinking about stepping out on each other because you're growing together and you building with each other, and you don't want nobody to come in and break that down. So you rather have somebody that's not big-headed, you know. So once you build with this person and then they all of a sudden get big-headed and they want to decide that, okay, so now I came up, now I want to go walk off and go find somebody else that I think that I can do better. And like they say, once you leave 80, you can't go nowhere else but down to 20. Because once you done built up with 80 and you thinking you're going to find somebody better than 80, you going out there and you're going to find somebody worse than 80. And that's the difference that mans don't realize that. And there's women out there don't realize that too. When you got somebody and you building with that person, that should be your main goal right there. It shouldn't be nothing else on your mind but the person that you build with. Because once you walk away from that person, what makes you think you're going to come up with somebody else is better? That somebody else going to do better? That person that you walk away from and then you going towards somebody else, that person just looking for to get what they can get off of you because you got what they want. But when you building with somebody and y'all growing together, then why would you walk away from something that you already done comfort with somebody else and then go give it away to somebody else? And then once you give it away and then that person take everything from you, then you want to come back to the 80. It don't work like that. You can't do that. Because 80 ain't going to open that door. They're just not. They're not. Why would they? That'll be stupid for them to open that door and let you walk right back in after you decided to walk away. So that's why you got to be sure of who you want to be with. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's a lot of people out here do not want to grow. And when you got people that don't want to grow, you have to walk away from these people that don't want to grow. You don't want nobody that keep holding you back. And you want something better, and they don't want nothing better, and they just want to hold you back because they don't want nothing. What do you think that's going to get out? What you think you're going to get out of that? A headache. So when you see one person want to make it in the world and the other person want to just settle, you got to let it go because you don't want to settle. You don't want to just sit around and just, collect just a paycheck coming through every week. You don't want to just keep collecting that because you're not getting nothing out of that. You don't want to just keep being around a person that wants to drink and do drugs all the time. That ain't what you want. Now, when you first start out and you be with somebody like that, or you marry somebody like that, and you mature, because like they say, women's mature more than men's, faster than men's, And then you got men's out there that they mature too, they wants to do things. There's a lot of men's out there that just don't want to settle. There's a lot of men's want to build and they want to expand all over the world. They want to build and just build all over the world. But then you got men that just want to, no, I'm good where I'm at. No, I don't want to go nowhere. I like it where I'm at. No, I like the job where I'm at. I'm good right there. I'm good right here where I'm at. And when you hear somebody say that and you telling them, come on, babe, come on, let's build. Come on, let's do something. Let's make our life better. Let's, leave a legacy for our children, for our grandchildren. Come on, let's do something. Not just sit on our butts and not do nothing. Come on, babe, let's do something. No, I'm good. I like where I'm at. I don't want to go nowhere. I just like where I'm at. And then you got to say, look, okay, this is where you want to stay. Then you stay where you at, but I'm gone. I want somebody I can build with. I want somebody that we can conquer and grow and leave our children things. That's what I want. I want to leave a legacy on this earth. I want to leave a mark on here. I want everybody to know who I was when I passed away. I want people to remember me for who I am and what I did. That's what I want. And when you ain't got nobody that want to do that, you got to let it go. You got to walk away and let it go. But see, you got people that just want to just, like I say, settle. They want to settle. And like I said, back then, I had mans that was coming towards me, offering me things, but I wasn't looking for them type of mans. I wasn't looking for them type of mans. I was looking for a man, like I say, I can start out with and we can grow together. That's what I was looking for. But I see that I had problems in my life that was stopping me to grow like that. I had people in my family and other people that were stopping me to grow and to build, because every time I tried to build, somebody always brought me right back down, so I can't build. You get what I'm saying? So I couldn't build like I wanna. I couldn't build like I wanna. Every time I figured that I was taking a step even farther, somebody would come back. And some kind of way, I'm back in the same boat. And I'm looking at how the heck I'm still in the same boat when I'm making steps. And then I keep ending back in the same boat. But I had no idea that it was other people pushing me back down and didn't want me to take no steps. They wanted to keep me where I'm supposed to be with nothing. If they had it their way, I would have been living on the street, being a beggar, because that's what they wanted me to be, a beggar. They wanted me to be out here begging people for things instead of trying to build myself up, which they didn't want me to do. They want me to be a beggar. But see, that is not what I chose for myself. This is what people chose for me. My family and everybody else tried to make me a beggar man, a beggar woman. They wanted me to be a beggar. But I wasn't finna beg nobody. That's not me. I wasn't finna beg nobody, but that's what they tried to put me at, as being a beggar person. Going out there begging people for things. And see, that's how you know that when somebody is trying to stop you from growing, therefore, they are the beggar ones, because they don't want you to grow. And when they see that you taking a step and you trying to grow and they pushing you back, that's because they don't want to grow. And they want you to be right in the same category that they are in. They don't want you to grow, because they know if you grow, you going to go farther than them, and then you going to walk away and they not going to see you again, and they don't want that. They want you to be coming to them, asking them for something where they going to keep telling you, I ain't got it. Why don't you go ask this person? Why don't you go ask that person? Because I ain't got it. And that's how it is. And then you have people that got it and don't even want to help you because they want you to stay down. They want you to stay down. They don't want you to make it in life. People and families don't want you to make it in life. They want you to come to them even when they got it, and so they can just say to you, I ain't got it, when they know they got it. And then when you got some in there in the house, in the family that say, I ain't got it, they really don't have it. And the ones that got it don't want you to do better than them. So they just want to keep throwing it in your face and coming around you and want you to see how they living. They don't want you to do better than them, so they're going to keep trying to keep you down. They're not going to help you if you go for them for help. They're not going to help you. They want you to stay right where you at so they can keep throwing their wealth in your face. That's what you got in families. You have people like that in the family want to throw their wealth in your face. Oh, I got this building. Oh, I got that building. Oh, I got that building. And then when you say, well, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that. No, I don't think you should do that. Why? Because I don't think it's going to work out for you. But it worked out for you. But you don't think it can work out for me. No, I don't think it can work out for you. Because they don't want you to do better than them. They know that you might just go even farther and build more buildings than they do. And they don't want you to do that. So they find a way to hold you back. They don't want you to come up. So they do all their strategy to keep you in poverty because they don't want you to grow. And you have people in the family just like that. And you have people out there in the world just like that. Just like that movie that I saw, the girl that played in Baby Boy, when her husband was trying to tell her that he's trying to make a better life for her in him, she couldn't take it because it was taking too long for her. It was taking too long. He wasn't working fast enough for her. And then she listening to her family, and by her listening to her family, they just messed her life up. Because when he kept telling her to have faith in me, to know that we can conquer the world together, she was agreeing with it. And then she'll go to her family and ask for advice for them. And when she do that, they will sit there and bring all her hopes down. Then she'll go back to her husband and then try to bring his hopes down and say that you ain't gonna never do this. This ain't gonna never take off. This venture ain't gonna never go nowhere. This venture ain't gonna never do that. But see, her husband had the faith. He knew that one day God was gonna, shine that light on him. He knew it. He knew that God was gonna shine that light on him. He knew that it was gonna happen because he had the faith. And she didn't. Once upon a time, she had the faith. And then once upon a time, she lost the faith. But he still had the faith. He knew that his venture was going to fly. He knew, and he didn't stop. Even though her family was coming to him, talking all crazy smack to him, he didn't care what they was talking about. He kept working to get his venture to take off. And when they got up in her head, and she listened to them, and she ended up divorcing him for what her family was saying. She ended up divorcing him. And when she divorced him, he moved on. And then he found somebody that he knew back a long time ago in his past. And she had more faith in him. And he built with her because she had more faith in him. The point is that she already had her business. She was a executive helping people build and bring out their inventions. She was the type of woman that does that. And see, he didn't know that until he ran into her again. And then he told her about his invention, what he had. And she told him, okay, I can help you with that invention. He said, you sure you can help me? Because I've been having my hopes up high, and I've been going to a lot of people, and they've been turning me down. And then I had my wife, and I thought she had my back, but she didn't have faith in me. So we got a divorce. And then I run into you, and you telling me that you can help me? And she said, yes, I can help you. And she helped him, and she had faith in him, and that venture took off. It blew up. It took off. And he ended up marrying her. He divorced her wife. He divorced his wife, and he married her. That's what he did. He married her. And when he married her, they started traveling and everything. She got pregnant by him and all that stuff. And they started traveling. And then his ex-wife came. She tried to kill him. She tried to kill his wife. She tried to just take them down. Over because she listened to her family and let her family destroy her marriage. She listened to her family and they blew it up. But the point is that even though he walked away from her, he still gave her money. He gave her a lot of money to get on her feet, to start her own life. But she didn't want that. She wanted him. She wanted him because he had it all. She didn't want that money that he gave her. She wanted him, but she blew it, and he didn't want her. He didn't want her no more because he gave her the chance. He kept telling her to stand by him, and she couldn't do it. She couldn't just walk with God. She couldn't have the faith of a mustard seed to believe that they could grow together. She didn't have that faith of mustard seed. She didn't have that faith. So he had to let it go, and he moved on. And when he did that, he did good. And she tried to destroy it. Like I said, she tried to kill him and her and his wife. And while she was pregnant, while his wife was pregnant, she was trying to kill her. And she was trying to kill both him and her. But what turned out, she died. Not the wife and the woman that he married and him, he didn't die. And she didn't die. But the one that he was married to at first, she died. The girl that played in Baby Boy, she died. But not the other girl. She didn't die. But she died because she was doing it in the wrong way. She was hurt. And she did it to herself by listening to her family. And see, that's what people do. They listen to their families, and then their families mess up everything for them. And then they end up looking stupid at the end of the day. And then that person that they done build, that they was with, then their lifestyle getting better and better with somebody else. And see, that's what y'all got to understand. When somebody telling y'all to come on, let's grow together, and you don't want to grow together, that's on you. You messing it up on yourself. You can't be listening to what people say. You got to stick together. That's why I say, when you married or single and you plan on doing things with each other, you got to stick together. Keep family and friends out of your marriage and your relationship and do it together. Handle it together. Keep people out, because if you don't, they're going to end up destroying everything you have in your life. They're going to destroy everything. And at the end of the day, you're going to look stupid. And you can't blame the person that gave you the chance to grow with them. You can't take out your anger on the person that gave you a chance to grow with them. It's not their fault. It's your fault and your family fault. And that's who you take it out on. Not the one that was willing to stand by you and build with you. You don't sit there and try to destroy him and her with somebody else because they decide to move on and you didn't want to move on. And then they come up and then you want to all of a sudden want to destroy their life because they came up. This is not how it's supposed to be. You got to let that person go because you messed up. You did it yourself. You blew up your own life. That person didn't blow up your life. You blew it up yourself. And that's what y'all got to look at. Stop blaming somebody for something that you do to yourself when the other person ain't got nothing to do with it because they already wanted to build with you. You didn't want to build with them, and that was not their problem. That was your problem. Because if you wouldn't have been taking your business to your family and to your friends, you would have still had that life, and you would have been building with that person because you would have been listening to the person that you are with. And that's what you're supposed to do. Listen to the person that you are with, not the person or the people in the family that you're not with. You don't listen to them. You listen to the person that you with, because that's the one you're going to build and grow with. So that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. That's what y'all got to do. Stop listening to other people and pull together with each other. And if you got a problem, go to God, not man, not woman. Go to God and talk to God about your situation. Man and woman, as I tell y'all, is fickle. Go to God and talk to God about your situation. And God can help you with your situation if you go to him. That's how you do that. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.